Do you think joining the army is necessary to become a disciplined person? Physically and mentally strong individual? My name is Bob, and let me tell you what really affects your discipline. You might be trying to force yourself to do the right thing, but you're missing the real formula. Your discipline rests on 5 main pillars. Sleep. Imagine using a phone with only 3% battery left. How effective do you think it will be? Sleep is not just a rest. It's a science of how to avoid turning into a zombie during the day. Without proper sleep, discipline is like a car without gasoline. It glitters beautifully, but it can't drive. Do you know what the prefrontal cortex is? This is the area of the brain responsible for self-control and decision-making, and it suffers a lot from lack of sleep. Without enough sleep, you literally lose the ability to resist impulses. Willpower is like a muscle. During the day, it is depleted by constant decisions and resistance to temptations. Quality sleep restores this reservoir of self-control. Food. Your food is your fuel, and most of us fill our bodies like garbage cans, which is why the desire to conquer the world with our discipline goes away around lunchtime. Here's what you need to understand. Your brain consumes 20% of the body's total energy. It needs glucose, but not any glucose. Refined sugar is a white powder cleansed of everything useful. Candy, soda, white bread, all that stuff. Do you know what's going on? I ate a piece of candy, and my blood sugar skyrocketed. The pancreas released insulin. After an hour, the sugar dropped below the bar of our best soldiers, and you become sluggish and irritable. You want more sweets, a vicious circle that destroys discipline. Proper nutrition is a stable energy level. Oatmeal, vegetables, meat, fish. Complex carbohydrates release energy slowly. Proteins saturate. Healthy fats support brain function. No roller coasters in the blood. An even glucose level means an even mood and stable willpower. It's no accident that the food in the army is simple: porridge, meat, vegetables. Because they know that the ability to follow orders depends on nutrition. You can practice discipline as much as you want, but if you fill up with garbage, there will be no result. Sport. One of the most important pillars of your discipline is sports. You don't have to be a Marine. No need to pull weights of 100 kilograms. You just need to move. Do you know what happens to your brain during exercise? It produces chemicals, endorphins, serotonin, dopamine. In the army, training starts at 5 in the morning, not to torment us. This is because physical activity prepares the brain for difficult decisions. You think better after a workout. It's easier to resist temptation. You make decisions more confidently. You don't have to run marathons. Start with something simple. 20 push-ups, a 15-minute walk, 10 squats. The main thing is every day. No exceptions, no excuses. The body remembers movement. The brain remembers the habit of fulfilling promises to itself. If he said it, he did it. Planned, executed. Sport teaches you to be friends with discomfort. It's hard at the gym. It's hard to run, but you keep going. This habit carries over to everything else. It's a hard job. You keep going. Studying is difficult. You don't give up. Sport generates a daily repetition of one action, sets your body and brain in motion, and most importantly, organizes your thoughts. Self-education. I want to tell you about the development of your gray matter, about books, about what makes a person stronger from the inside. Many people think that education ends with school or with the university, but this is just the beginning. In the army, we are taught that knowledge is a weapon. The more you know, the more confident you act. the better you make decisions. I read every day. 20 minutes, about 10 pages. Not necessarily classics or scientific works. Do you know what's going on? The brain is growing. Neural connections are being strengthened. You're starting to see more possibilities. Reading trains, concentration. In a world where everything is distracting, notifications, ads, noise, the ability to focus becomes a superpower. The main thing is regularity. A little bit every day. Smart people aren't born smart, soldier. They're getting a little smarter every day. I completely forgot to tell you that podcasts count too. Audiobooks too. The main thing is to get high-quality information into your head. Now let's talk about what you could have heard 1,000 times and keep doing. Scrolling. Endless scrolling of the social media feed. Scrolling through your emotions over and over for several hours a day. Do you know what happens in your brain every time you swipe up? Dopamine is released. The hormone of reward expectation. Your brain is thinking, I'm about to see something interesting, and gets a tiny dose of pleasure. The problem is that these crumbs eat up all your emotional energy. Emotions are the fuel for discipline. Without emotions, there is no motivation. There is no action without motivation. Social media is an emotional vampire, soldier. Don't feed them with your life. And now, soldier, let's talk to those who have already tried to develop discipline in themselves. Do you know what your main mistake is? And why haven't you been able to achieve the life of your dreams yet? You want to get the perfect result right away. You set your bar so high that even an Olympic champion wouldn't jump. And when it doesn't work out the first time, you throw everything to hell. If I can't train for an hour, then I'd rather not at all. Why not 10 minutes? I missed everything for one day. The regime is disrupted. I'll start on Monday. Does the calendar only work on Mondays? Why not start right now? Your brain perceives discipline as a threat because you linked it to the ideal. And the ideal is unattainable. Therefore, the brain turns on protection. It is better not to start than to fail and feel like a loser. But real discipline is not about the ideal. It's about consistency. Do something small every day, even if you don't want to, even if it turns out badly. Start with microscopic steps, soldier, and accept imperfection as part of the growth process. Even the best fighters once couldn't hold a machine gun. Remember the main thing. Every day is a small step towards self-discipline. Discipline is the key to a better life, which you so dearly want to live.